Okay, so today I'm actually gonna throw some news for those that are not aware. So,
Okay.
Vic Mignogna, the voice of Broly and most popular for voicing Edward Elric in Fullmetal Alchemist, has been accused of sexual harassment with a hashtag #KickVic. Now, some people think it's bullshit. I'm actually one of them because we have yet to have seen full proof on these being accurate. So, Kaylin Saucedo, I probably butchered that. I know it's hard to handle an army of guilds that Vic has encouraged to silence you. But those of you telling your truths, I promise it's not for nothing. If news outlets are starting to hear you, please don't give up. #KickVic. Now, I don't really know. Most of the time when something big happens, they just want to attack it to ruin reputations. Now, there were some actors and actresses that actually were kind of bad people. But in the world nowadays, if you get accused of rape, you're not a victim.
Oh my God, I hear
Like if you're getting accused of rape, you're not a victim, but an actual criminal, just for being accused of something with zero evidence. That's the world we live in now. There are other people that treated like,
Earthlings, don't come at me.
actually, Yellow Flash is one of the. I think he also delivered this news, but he also stated that one thing I've noticed with this #KickVic scandal coming out of #Dragon Ball Super Broly is that if you're a part of anything successful, garbage tier news sites will come after you. And I have to say that's kind of true. Like there are a lot of garbage news sites that will attack like literally anyone that's successful. It's like look at PewDiePie for instance. He's very successful, and media sites just keep attacking him, and I feel like the same thing's happening to Vic this time. So, Vic, of course, well, who wouldn't? This could ruin his reputation. We just ignored it. He made his own statement on Twitter. This is heartbreaking. Over the last few days, a number of comments and allegations have been voiced on social media, and I'd like to share my thoughts. Homophobic? No. Some of my dearest friends are members of the LGBTQ community, including several that I brought into my production family on Star Trek Continue. This is blatantly false. This is a blatantly false statement. I said many years ago that I didn't think a particular character I voiced was gay, contrary to what some fans believed. Not because it matters to me at all, but because I was told this was the case. I also elected not to autograph Yaoi, which fans actually asked him to like sign a Yaoi comic, which understandable. I wouldn't sign that. Actually, I probably would if someone asked me because it's just a Yaoi comic. You can like whatever you want. But he doesn't. He prefers not to sign anything that's non-canon, which is funny because he used to voice a non-canon character for like years. But I like you, Vic. I'm sorry. I love Vic. He's such a nice guy. Let's see, where was I? Damn. Okay, yeah, here we go. He was also claimed to be an anti-Semitic. He said anti-Semitic. I couldn't even grasp where this was coming from until someone pointed me to a moment years ago where I was in a panel and referred to a bunch of noise coming from another room jokingly as a Holocaust. Kind of funny joke. I can understand. I would probably make the same joke. Again, it's just a joke, and that happened years ago. Fucking years ago.
That's funny.
But no, it just resurfaced now in 2018 because everything's oversensitive. Insane, right? I know, you can't make a joke or you just get thrown in the slammer.
Hey, now. Okay, don't hate. Appreciate the fact.
Let's see, where did everything? As I said then, it was a metaphor for Armageddon, death and mass destruction, but not the Holocaust. Could I have chosen a different word? Sure, in retrospect I could have, and of course I am sorry that I offended anyone. He is apologizing, which is good, but I don't think there really needs to be an apology. I do want him to like point out and debunk everything, because there's yet to be any evidence that he's a full-blown rapist. There's no evidence supporting that claim, or harasser, like sexual harass people. And if you don't know, he does hug and kiss fans, but I don't think it's like full-blown on lips. I think it's just a peck on the cheek, if anything. And that's mainly because he comes from, he states it himself, but he comes from a family where these gestures are commonplace. So it was natural for him, but he also understands that it's not it could be uncomfortable for other people, so he does apologize and says that he will not have any physical contact with fans again.
Footage of both boys.
Which is understandable.
I just have to win, and that's the issue. I would have got my win with the other boys, though.
He also stated that I would also like to sincerely apologize. I always said this, but this is his words. I would also like to sincerely apologize to anyone who have ever felt my interaction with them was crossing a line. Never in a million years would it be my intent to make anyone feel uncomfortable. This displays are sorry, the text is small here. But I understand that not everyone feels the same way. Hence, I will not be interacting in the same way with my fans in the future. I understand that this is the climate we live in, and this is how it has to be to my fans who ask me for hugs. So I'm sorry, but please know that I'm no less grateful to or supportive of you. Finding my allegations of sexual harassment, sexual assault, almost disturbing and pedophilia are completely and utterly false. I think so too. My heart weeps to anyone who endures a violation of this kind. So do we accuse of harming others in this way? I have no words. So yeah. I think he's the same way, because I don't think he's a pedophile. I don't think he's a rapist. I don't think he harasses people. I think he's just a generally good guy.